Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight for another episode of Creative Aging with our kits from Collective Pueblo. Hopefully, you guys have found the video. It's a little later than had been planned. I am in charge of the library tonight, and we had some stuff I needed to take care of, and I missed the deadline. So, thank you if you happen to find this. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on our video. I'll go ahead and cue that up. I filmed it earlier today. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you after the video is done. Hold on one sec, okay? Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching today's installment of Creative Aging, Kits with Collective Pueblo. If you guys weren't able to get registered for this program, I really do apologize. I think I might have done something wrong when I put it into the calendar. So if you had registered for last week's program, I went ahead and just sent you guys all out kits for this one. We have a lot of repeat customers, so I'm always happy to do that. If you are interested in getting a kit, please send me an email. I do have about 8 left. It is Sharon.Rice, so SHARON.RICE @pueblolibrary.org. Please try not to give me a call. I don't have a phone in the Idea Factory, so I'm not always able to return your calls in a timely manner. And also, if you put a comment on the Facebook video, that's also probably not a really great place to put it either, because I don't have access to the library Facebook to comment. So sending me an email is the best way to do it. If you don't have access to email, call the main library at 562-5600, and they'll transfer me, and you'll leave a message on the voicemail in my old office, and I can hear that and send it to you, but please use that only as a last resort. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started with our kit. So today we're going to be making ring pin cushions. So this is actually a really easy kit. All we need today is scissors and a hot glue gun. I was actually filming this in a different video and my hot glue gun stopped working. So this is why, even though I do air this program live, I film in the Idea Factory before I get upstairs, so that if we have an issue with something like my hot glue gun breaking, like we did in the previous video that you guys won't see, I can fix that problem and you guys don't have to wait on me. So we're going to start by cutting out pretty much half a teardrop, half an oval out of all of these small squares of felt in your kit. Some of you guys have different colored balls, different colored felt. But anyway, that's what we're going to be using for the petals of our pincushion ring flower. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting those out. Here we go. We're going to do all 8 just kind of like that. We're going to leave one side flat and the other one curved. That's getting away from me. All right, here we go. So here, and you'll notice I actually managed to find my good fabric scissors before I got started. This time around, I'm very slowly learning. This is fantastic. You know, maybe next week I will remember to check my hot glue gun and make sure it's working before I start filming. So we're going to do all 8 of these like this. So here we go. 2 more. And once we're done with these, we're going to go ahead and glue them to the base of the pincushion, which is actually that wool felted ball that came in the kit. Looks like this. Melissa thoughtfully included 3 pins, so we're going to call that the top, and we're going to glue our petals to the bottom. We're going to glue them about 3/4 of the way down the ball, so they're kind of there. Looks like that on top, that on the bottom. We'll just get started gluing them around. We're going to kind of layer them until they reach all the way around. And again, as always with hot glue, I'm really just going to hope that I refrain from burning the heck out of myself, because I am just so darn good at doing that. You can kind of bend them over there. I use high heat glue guns here in the Idea Factory for lots of different reasons. A lot of it having to do with the fact that we're usually gluing things together that need a bit more power than just your more average everyday type glue. And while that's fantastic and it works really well, I also 90% of the time manage to burn the dang heck out of myself. And for that matter, so do a lot of the people who use them. So if you're one of those people who, like me, you just are always burning the crap out of yourself with your hot glue gun, I feel your pain. Literally, I do it every time. Wish I didn't. It would be so nice to like do a craft project and not walk away feeling like I had, you know, not just hurt myself, but maybe needed to have a change of profession. See my little flower there? We can pull all the glue bits and pieces away when we're done. So I have one more petal, and I think I'm going to put it right here so that we can hold down those guys. And then I might just go through and tack the rest of them down because they're sticking up a little bit, and I don't think that's aesthetically pleasing. It's not what I'm looking for. So I'll just go and add a little bit of glue here with like, there's pieces that are sticking up that aren't making me quite as happy as the other ones. This is all going to be covered, by the way, so it's okay. All right, so I'm going to turn this guy the right way up, and you can see all the petals are there. This guy wants to kind of, there we go, and pick off some of that hot glue stringiness that we've got going on there. It happens to the best of us, particularly if you're using a more silicone-based glue in your glue gun, which I currently am. It dries clear. It's a really good hold, in case anyone's curious about why I use silicone-based glue. But it's real sturdy. All right, so then we're going to cut out a kind of scalloped circle on the green felt here. So here we go. And I'm going to freehand it because I like to live dangerously. But if you are not a dangerous person like myself, feel free to draw it out. If you use like a permanent marker or something, it'll draw out really nicely, and then just flip it over so that you don't see the permanent marker side because it will bleed. Or you could use a pencil or even like a grease crayon if you can find that. Oh, so good. So there we go. There's the scalloped. And we're also going to cut long, narrow leaves out of the other strips of green, which we did a bit last week. Just the long, narrow leaf here. And we'll hot glue those to the back side of our kind of cabbage rows that we have going on here. So first, we're going to glue the leaves on and find our spots for those. And these ones you can put all the way together if you want, or you can have them kind of just poking out all over your pincushion flower. Kind of like the idea of having two right next to each other there, so we'll go with that. And then maybe one So now I have the leaves glued to my flower, and we're going to glue it then onto the base so that it kind of covers up any of the random little overlaps or glue randomness that you might have had, which, man, I bumped my camera thing again. Always doing that. And that just happens. You just get glue stuff everywhere. It also just happens that I bump my camera almost every time we try to do this. All right, so I'm going to actually add a good bit of glue to the bottom of this so that the other one, I can hear it snapping and sizzling at me, so that tells me that that glue is pretty darn hot. And I am exercising a pretty large amount of caution. just not hot glue confident all the time. Okay, so now our pin cushion is glued, and you'll see that now the sides look really nice because we have covered it up with that green felt. It's a very pretty look. And our last little bit of business is going to just be to glue your ring onto the base of your pin cushion just like that. So I'm going to, actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add glue to the ring base. And the reason for that is that then I can stick the ring base wherever I like it, rather than being stuck once I put the glue on. So I want to stick it right there. Warm. Okay. Be careful, the ring is metal and it will conduct heat. So you again have a hot glue gun. Approach that with a little bit of caution. But this part's not too hot. That part's going to be really hot. This one's not so bad. All right. So then once that's on there, you now have a ring pin cushion. And for those of you who are curious about why you would have a ring pin cushion, it's for when you're sewing. You can just put it on your finger and hold it just like that. And whenever you need a pin, you just reach over and grab it out. The base of that is still really hot, or I would put it on and demonstrate it to you. It is adjustable. I have absolutely giant fingers, so I'm not going to put it on and bend it out of shape just quite yet, but I think you guys get the idea. So there is the flower pin cushion ring. I think it's really super cute. It's a nice, easy project, no sewing, just glue. And yeah, so I think next week we should be doing maybe some easy embroidery or a different type of fall themed kit. We're still working on seeing what supplies we can come up with. So thank you guys so much for attending our program again. I always appreciate watching you guys digitally attend, even though I don't get to see you all in person. And until I get to see you all in person, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep making. I miss you. Bye. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video. It was really good to get to spend some time with you guys in a digital environment. Looks like my YouTube is still going. That's crazy. Hopefully you guys can't hear too much of an echo. But anyway, thank you so much for coming and attending with me tonight. Thanks for bearing with the kind of wonky timing. And until I get to see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, keep making, and come back next week for another fun kit. Have a great